This is it. The Chiefs got off the blocks and actually got some things done even today. So we're going to take that into account as we get to a mock draft that simulates where the Chiefs are currently right now, starting at number 30. Glad you guys are here for it. Dan's going to join me in just a second. Welcome to RGR Football. Howdy, friends and neighbors. How are you? We're going to have some fun tonight. A lot of you in the house. Dan is here. You've had an active week. What is that behind you, Dan?
I did. This is my nano leaf lights. I have them adapted, hooked up. They are up, and I can change them with my phone. Just kind of change the lights however I want them to be. So
I like it. I won't make you do it pick by pick, but hey, if something stands out to you, flip the color.
I'll have it up. We'll be good to go.
Folks, Aaron Morrow's in the house, our fearless mod. If you need something or if trolls show up, because you never know when they will, Aaron will find them, hunt them down, and smack them. It'll be fine. I'm not condoning violence except in the virtual variety. There we go. Julian, how are you? I'm glad you're ready. I'm looking for input tonight, you guys. We're going to guide us through this process, a lot of changes, and I think we're going to have some interesting conversations. In the end, we're going to try to decide as a group, and Dan and I will kind of guide the convo. We're going to do one mock draft tonight. Otherwise, we're going to be here all night. I got a family thing going on, so we're not going to spend the entire hour. We're going to be half hour-ish is our goal. If you're new to the channel, I'm Ryan. This is Ryan Going Rogue. This is Dan Harms, my right-hand man, and we are going to guide you through this scenario. We're emulating what the Chiefs do in the front office. We're trying to go through a scenario each week of what it might look like because everything changes. And you guys know free agency changes everything in a heartbeat. So there's a lot there. Make sure you like this video if you're enjoying it. Make sure you sub if you want to see more from us and from our other contributors. We should have some more content coming back from some of our other guys this week. Stevie and Gooch will probably be in the chat as well, so you can say hi to them. And then make sure that you hit the notification bell because that's how you find out when we go live or with news dropping. I'm trying to give you 2 or 3 minutes on a given signing or piece or reaction like that. So you need those notifications if you want to find out about it. Supporting us is easy and we appreciate it. The super chats tonight, super easy. Let us know what you think. If you do super chat, make sure that you tell us who you want that selection to be because if this isn't a Q&A, that's tomorrow night at 6 Central. Tonight, we're going to go through this mock. And then if you want to grab gear over there, get some RGR stuff, that always helps us as well. Last thing, for those of you that I think they're asking already, the Athletic Matrix is out. This is my brainchild, my baby. I've been working on this going on 15 years for the way that I take in information and evaluate athleticism for these guys. And the guide, the actual matrix guide is out. The draft guide in whole will be out later. But right now you can get a discount over at rogueapc.com. Just use that code RGR22AM that you see in there. Then I'll know that it came from here. And I think you guys will dig it. There's a lot there. And there's going to be a huge update after the pro days are done as well. So a lot going on this season. And that all comes into who are we going to select. So when we take a look, I have the board set up. We're going to kick it off here in just a second as I clear some runway for us to look at something. Do I have a logo for the bottom? I think I'll just leave that up for now, just so y'all know who you're watching in case people have been taking clips of these mocks lately. People that I didn't know were fans and putting them online. So I just wanted you guys to know where it came from. So we're going to kick it off and see what comes for us. I am guessing, I'll zoom this out just a little bit, that we're going to get a trade offer at some point. I've been doing, I do these for almost all the shows. If you guys missed Locked On Chiefs, it's a really interesting one. And it's this same scenario that we recorded yesterday for Locked On Chiefs. You'll hear that tonight with Chris Clark and I. So this is the Patriots wanting out of their 21. They want us to move up from 30. And they want us to throw in the third. I have had this go a number of different ways. I am not willing to give up 2 top 100 picks and move up 10 spots.
No, me either. That doesn't make it. I don't. It doesn't make sense to me, to be honest. It's especially if those top 100 picks are where you're getting your starters from, and we know that in these type of years with a quarterback like Patrick Mahomes on his second contract now, you need to fill out your roster and find ways to hit on players in that top 100. So I'm pretty much against moving up unless you have a plethora of second and third round picks.
Right. And that's kind of where I'm at too. And the Chiefs do have an extra third, but I look at here and it does become about what's on the board that can help you. And you guys will have a whole other discussion about BPA versus need.
Yeah.
The truth is it's a hybrid. It's best player available that can help you right now in one of your goals. Jordan Davis can. I'm just saying. So can Drake London. So can Devonte Wyatt. Both the Georgia tackles are on the board right now. And this is exactly what happened to me earlier. And that's why I'm just like, I don't know, man. I mean, interior pass rush that you can't get elsewhere. I mean, and no offense to Draft Network, Jordan Davis is not the top interior defensive lineman. His partner in crime, Devonte Wyatt, is. And that's who my selection would be here if we do it, though.
See, I'm not moving up for a defensive tackle. And no offense to Devonte Wyatt, the positional value just is not. It's on par with picking a running back in the first round in terms of the positional value.
Makes sense.
So I can't, especially because there's going to be guys in this draft on day 2 that have legit pass rush upside. They don't have the Devonte Wyatt maybe run stopping ability in terms of NFL ready, but they have it.
All right, you guys, in the chat, I need a thumbs up or a thumbs down. Dan says no. I'm still like kind of giddy about getting one of those guys. So we need a thumbs up or thumbs down in the chat. Let us know what you want us to do to take this trade or try to work it here, especially if I can get him to go for 2/7, Stan. Come on. And I don't even need your 6 back. I don't care.
Oh, for 2/7? Oh, never mind. I mean, you may as well.
Right? That's kind of what I'm thinking. Can I get their 3rd or their 4th out of them? No.
I mean, they're gonna use those 7s to move up anyway, right? Like at some point.
Yeah, that's very true. And like that's the whole point about it, right?
Yeah.
Okay, it looks like the nays have it.
Yeah.
Less people excited for this trade than not. So they're with Dan. That's perfectly fine. So we're gonna let the Patriots go on. We will decline their trade offer. Thanks for trying, guys. In the meantime, Hefe's got a good question. It is a rumor that I've only seen from fan base sites.
Yeah.
Chat Sports does not count, you guys. That is not a source. That is not a source. You hear from somebody you trust, like one of the beat reporters, then okay. I have not. So when I know, you will know. I promise you. Let's see. Okay, so Chris was with it, and Julian was not. Okay, so we're there. But we are back on the clock now. It's the Cowboys wanting us to move up 7. But they want a 4th and that and stuff. And I'm not. No. Again, if the board showed something like you have to, by the way, for those of you who do this on your, you got to hit a counter offer to go look at the board so you can see who's actually available for
That's very important when you do this on your own.
Good Lord, they're both still there at 24.
Let it ride.
Fine.
Let it ride.
Dang it. Dang it. Everyone voted already. So yeah, we're going to decline that. We're just going to roll. And now we're on the clock. Now it's people wanting to come up. So, first offer from the Browns going back to 44. That's too far back for me. Okay, you're with that. 40. That is literally right on my edge. And they're throwing in a 5th and a 7th. That doesn't really tickle my fancy much. 45. I'm not helping Baltimore in any way, shape, or form.
Nope.
So the only thing that I would counter is this one. But is 10 too far back to go in your opinion?
Depends. Honestly, I'd have to look at the board to see who's there. Okay, because there's obviously 10 players now that you might not get a chance to pick. Obviously, you see Seattle's coming up, wanting to get Kenny Pickett. In my opinion, I think that's what they're trying to do.
Yeah, so, and that's why I feel I can strong arm them into a top 100 pick.
True, exactly. Like that might be what you have, but you have Devonte Wyatt on the board. You have Perry on Winfrey, who's probably going to be there around 40.
I have Perry as a mid-second. Do you have him higher than that?
I do, because of his pass rush upside. I think he has legit pass rush, so I bump him a little bit up there. But again, you're looking at edges right now. Like there's Mafe there, there's Cameron Thomas. Like for me, is it too much of a risk to go back 10 spots? And what if all 4 of those defensive players go off the board? Every one of them.
Then I take Sign, and I'm fine.
You're gonna take Sign even after they just brought in Justin Reed. You're gonna take
Dude,
your first
because
pick.
How much did they play dime? How much did they play dime?
How much? At the end of the day, what does it matter if they just run the ball? Teams are just gonna run the ball.
Yeah. Man, Wyatt is there at 30.
Like if they didn't sign Reed, I would be like, okay, I get
Lloyd. Okay, so Lloyd's here. Okay, so Rybread says Mafe or Wyatt. Yeah, I'm with you there. This is exactly where I have Devin Lloyd on my board as well. So that's true value there. I can live with Cam Thomas. I'm higher on him than most, but I'm good with it. And he is a perfect fit for Spags and what he wants to do. I am tempted to roll with this if we can get a good trade value. Yeah. Let's explore it at least. Okay. Yeah. So I don't want your 5th or your 7th. I'll give you 2 7ths, but I want your 3rd round pick.
They say no.
No, they say hell no, is what they say. Even if I give them a 4th, they're not into it. Okay, well then you're asking too much. It's 10 selections here, people. Okay, how about 40? How about 41 and your 4th?
They still say no.
And I'll give you a 7th.
Oh.
That's 109. The only reason that I put it that way is because it's 109. Yeah, it is a 4th, but it's very, very close to the top of the 4th. Okay, what do you all think of this one? Vote in the chat. Dan's going to override me, though. If Dan says no, we're going to have to skip it. But.
This one is tough because you do get an extra 4th round pick, and it's only that one extra spot because you're already asking to move back.
Oh, and it really makes a difference to him, too.
Yeah, it does. Okay, I'm probably going to ride,
serious
and go back.
Oh, okay, and go back. Okay, gotcha.
Go back to 41.
Okay, Kevin says no. There's a couple of no's. Anybody say yes? Rogue Nation says hell no.
I think they just want to just nail down a defensive end spot and not leave it up to chance. I think that's what they're.
But what Bill say? Thank you for the super chat, Bill. Appreciate your support. Why is a stud? What CBs are available? Most of them actually. Let's look.
I was about to say, let's take a look. Look-see. Oh, actually, none of them.
All the top end are gone. Yeah, but the vast majority is there.
That's unfortunate.
That's way too high for Tariq Woolen. I'm just going to tell you guys.
Oh, yeah. No, he's not that good of a corner. He's fast. His hips are stiff.
He's a great athlete. He's a mediocre corner.
He is, if you put Travarius Ward on steroids, in terms of speed, that's pretty much what he is. His hips are really, really stiff, and he's a 100% man coverage back end corner. Anything coming across his face is not very good. So that's really, really high. I would take McCreary way over Woolen. Way.
Yeah, absolutely. And McCreary's a dog.
Oh yeah.
But I don't think he can man up on the outside and be successful against the AFC West though.
He can't.
Okay. So we got more no's. Right.
Okay, so let's make the pick here at 30. Let's see what we got.
Dang it. Okay, fine.
I'll go with you guys for this pick, but after this, it's mine.
Yeah. Okay. So everybody seems a couple of positives. Brian and Hefe said okay.
There's
Brian in the 3rd. You're absolutely right. So okay. So you have DT1 on my board. You have LB1 on my board. You have Edge 5 in Cam Thomas, and you have Edge 7 in Boye Mafe. Jahan Dotson I really, really like. But he doesn't override the need on defense with Juju in the house.
So this comes down to, in my opinion, 1st round value. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
There's 2 guys on the board outside of offense. Or really 3, but we can't take Daxton Hill here. That have 1st round grades for me, and that's going to be Wyatt and it's going to be Lloyd. Those are the 2 guys, and that's also comes down to position of value. Isn't that fun? Isn't it funny how position of value does that? But you also have drafted your linebackers for the future. Boom, they have gone in and said that Nick Bolton and Willie Gay are going to be your guys. Can you take a 3rd linebacker?
That's the problem. I don't think you can, not with your 1st round pick.
I don't think so.
See, and the way that this board has fallen, in my opinion, either take Wyatt or you move back.
Yeah. I agree with you. I agree.
All right, then I'm taking that trade. Folks, I'm going to override. I'm sorry. But I can't. I agree with Dan. I can't do it. To move back 10 spots, and I'm just going to force this and see if I can make them take it, even though they don't want to. But they did.
Got them.
And so who were they dying for? That's my question.
I'm not moving back again.
No, I don't think I am either. Unless it were like a
54.
Spot.
Good Lord, Patriots.
Okay, so who did they take? They took Woolen. Is who the Seahawks came up for. They came up for Woolen, not for a quarterback. Okay, whatever. That works. So now we're here in the same situation where
Devin Lloyd's still
we've lost out on Devonte Wyatt. Okay, it sucks, but okay. Other than that, we've had zero impact on our choices. We have Devin Lloyd, LB1. We have Cam Thomas, edge 5, and we have Boye Mafe, edge 7, I believe, is where he's sitting on my board right now. I think it has to be one of those. Hydra, I will work on Brandon Smith. I have him as a very low third is where I have him.
That would be perfect because they pick very, very low in the third.
Right? Exactly. Brett, thank you for the support. Thank you as well, Hydra. I'm glad that you're enjoying it. This is what we work through, you guys. Boye. There is a Cam Thomas in the house. I like that, Nick. Thank you. Appreciate that. Boye. Yeah.
I'm taking Mafe here, by the way.
I that's my inkling as well. As much as I love Lloyd, again, can you do that right now? I don't think so. And Boye isn't as typical a guy as Cam Thomas is for this defense, but I think they need to move away from the typical ends in this defense. They need more speed, and he certainly has it.
Yeah. You guys remember, if you watched it, I did my breakdown on Boye Mafe. I do have him as like a fringe first-round pick in terms of his upside with his athleticism and his pass rush ability. And I think there's some dog in him in terms of physicality. I think he could actually set an edge pretty well when he's asked to. In my opinion, they brought down their linebackers on the outside a lot and let him knife inside when he was on their rundown. So they didn't ask him to play as much true defensive end. But he's got the length, and I think he has the power to be able to do it.
Agreed. Okay, so it's a toss-up. Do you want to go? For me, Mafe then has the edge because of the dynamicism. Even though Cam is the higher rated edge on my board, Julian, you're absolutely right. And I love Lloyd, but it is the positional value. So for right here, I think they have to get something done at edge no matter what. James, I think Leal is an interior player. I don't have him as an edge at all.
Yeah,
and I'm not that impressed, to tell you the truth. I think he's DT4 on my board, maybe 6. I can't remember which. So it comes down to this: Mafe or Cam Thomas. What do you guys want? Let us know in the chat. Dan, your vote is Mafe, right? So is mine.
It's Mafe. Yeah.
Okay. I see a couple votes for Mafe.
How old is Cam Thomas, by the way?
He is 23 currently, I believe.
If he's legit 23, then no, I'm not touching him. Okay, no, he's 22. He was born in 2000. So he was 22. He's 22 years old.
So he's okay. So he's not about to turn 23. Okay, good.
No, he still has about another year on him.
Okay, cool. Julian, I like Sign or Cine or however we're supposed to pronounce that in the third. We will look to see where we are with that when we come. A lot of Mafe, couple Thomases. Mafe is definitely in the lead.
Yeah.
Mafe. I pray Specs doesn't talk to Veach into taking Enigbare. No, Enigbare is a third-round player at best on my board.
Yeah.
And I'm halfway through Ebiketie, and I got to tell you guys, as athletic as he is, he's a third-round guy. Like he's bordering on a day 3 pick, in my opinion. Yeah, like he has to do more than just punch with his hands, and I have not seen it in 3 films so far.
Ooh, so Boye Mafe is old.
Is he?
He was born 1998, so he's almost 24.
Dang. Okay. All right. So what is it? Because the chat says Mafe, but now that you say that, now you're making me nervous.
Making me nervous too. Because he turns 24 in November.
Oh, would you go through what you see as the difference for Mafe over Cam Thomas? I know I said mine, but
Yeah,
hit him with yours.
He's more explosive. He has, in my opinion, he's got a better first step. He's long. He has the speed to power. He has all the tools you're looking for in a defensive end that can be a successful one-on-one guy and also give you speed off the edge. He just needs to get the plan down. And as much as it's a deterrent for me taking a guy that old, it's a second-round pick. Now it's a second-round pick, and he does have all the tools that I'm looking for as well. He has the length, the requisite length too. So I still think I'm taking Mafe here.
Okay.
Because I think that he's still got more upside, and the only reason I wouldn't take Cam Thomas in that is because I don't think he has that upside.
No, I agree with you there. I think Cam is mostly what he's going to be. He's got an incremental improvement in front of him, in my opinion.
Yeah.
But he does everything now. Like Mafe's decent at setting the edge. He's not great. Whereas nobody's going around Cam Thomas.
Yeah.
So like if you're looking for the all around, he's a little bit ahead. But again, doesn't have the ceiling.
Yeah, I'm trying to get that upside with pass rush. I ain't gonna lie.
I'm with you. And that's kind of where I'm at too. So folks, we're going to take Mafe and get him on the board because we've taken this long to make a selection. I can't believe we're 20 minutes in. I'm sorry.
My gosh. Sorry, guys.
This is what happens when I start talking.
It's worse when we're both here.
Right. Yeah, absolutely. So the Bears want out of their pick at 48. They want our 94 and a second rounder the next year. If I gave you a fourth rounder, I don't have a fourth rounder. Oh, but they would take a fifth. For serious? What do you think of that?
This is their 5th round pick.
Oh, that's theirs. Yeah, no, I did that backwards. Sorry. I want your second. Yeah, no, I'm not even messing with that. We're gonna pick.
I think we should get going a little bit here.
Yeah, you're right. You're absolutely right. So we're gonna decline that. Damn, the Saints went out too. No, we're just gonna decline that. We've done enough. Yeah. Sorry, I drug this out so much, folks. I got a little excited there. Dang, going up to 50 is actually something I wouldn't mind doing. But the pack doesn't want 53. Like everyone wants me to trade. So Jesus,
every single person.
Oh,
why do they want back so bad?
I don't know, because Travis Jones, Petrie, Brisker, like quality players are what just went when they were trying to trade out of those. Now, 2 moves ahead of us. Unfortunately, Chad Muma went. I don't know that it's very close to realistic, but I don't know that happens. Yeah. But the best player on their board right now is Louis Cine.
Yes.
Sorry. He is very, very close to tied with Damone Clark for me, who is LB4. Muma is 3. Clark is 4. The bigger need is the bigger need. I don't see, where are we wide receiver wise? Calvin Austin, as much as he reminds me of Tyreek Hill in a smaller, lighter frame, I don't want anything to do with him.
No, especially on the second, I can't.
Yeah, that's kind of where I'm at as well. So I'm thinking this comes down to Clark, Cine. Oh, I think it's too early to go tight end myself.
Yeah, I'm not touching some of these guys in the second round. How is Troy Anderson this far up on their board? The dude just what is going on? What is this? He's a day 3 player, like 6th round pick, 5th round pick type of guy.
No, he's better than that.
But he doesn't know what he's doing.
No. But he's got he's got all the tools.
4th round pick. Okay, fine.
I have him in the 4th. Okay, so for me, in terms of what's left, it is much slimmer pickings for me at safety than it is at LB. Like I could live with Brian Asamoah. I could live with Channing Tindall, who isn't a coverage player, but good Lord, that guy can come downhill.
What about Leo Chanel right here, though?
I don't know. I find him more limited than both Damon and Channing. I have Channing above him on my board still.
Okay.
What do you think?
I think Chanel's athletic ability even is probably the best on the board.
No. I disagree.
His coverage ability is best on the board.
He's second. No, he does not burn and run very well at all. He has to play with his face to the quarterback. If he's in a zone drop, he's absolutely fine. He and Tindall are the same, and Tindall's the one guy that's above him on the matrix, by the way.
Not surprising.
But here's my thought. We have 94, and I think we could get Quay.
Yeah, definitely.
We could get one of those guys.
You can
Whereas
get JoJo. Sorry, I was thinking JoJo,
right?
not Leo. That was my bad. That was my fault.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Okay.
I was
now
thinking JoJo.
I'm with you. Okay.
I had the guys crossed.
I think Cine's the pick here myself.
What's that corner? I need to see what's that corner.
Kendrick.
Ugh.
I like Alontae Taylor. I think they can get him with their next pick, though.
I like Cam Taylor-Britt too.
Mm-hmm.
I actually really like Cam Taylor-Britt.
And look at where they have Kobe Bryant. Kobe Bryant's gonna be a top 100 pick, you guys.
Yeah.
So we could take him with one of the next couple.
Okay, I think Cine is probably your best option here because
I think the chat agrees.
Said, he's gonna allow them to never put Dan Sorensen back on the team.
Right. Exactly. Exactly. Protect the Chiefs from themselves. That's what we're doing here, folks. I think the chat was pretty much in agreement from what I saw as well. Devonte, I'm glad you made it. I'm sorry you almost missed it. I just want to make sure I'm not missing anything. Let's see. Intentions of bringing. No, that's the problem, Dan. If they get stuck, if they're in a pickle, they will. Don't give them an option. So we're taking Cine, and that option is off the table.
Off the board, guys.
Sign Scene. I've heard his name so many ways it makes me want to puke in my mouth a little bit. I would give up a 7 to go up into 78 from 94. Would you?
Just a 7th?
Look like 2 7s actually, but that's okay. Let's see who's there. Asamoah is there.
Tyndall is there.
Tyndall's there. Troy Anderson, of course. Benito's another edge. I will double dip if I get a chance. I will tell you that.
I'm not touching Bonito.
No, you don't like him?
I think he's fine, but he's a shorter armed, less strong, heavy defensive end who's just speed. He's got no
outside linebackers.
Yeah, he's got no speed to power. He's like, okay.
Yeah.
I'm not touching him.
He's a finesse player, is the way I would put it. He is not a power player.
Correct.
Actually, I don't see anybody really that screaming for me to go up and get. Do you?
No. This board is falling perfectly for them. To be honest with you, get 2/3, and
agreed.
We're
going to let them take their own issues, and we're going to wait for the Chiefs to pick on the board at 94. Except they blew right through our pick.
Why do they have it at 103?
That's what it was officially announced.
Oh, they just picked 94 for us.
Yeah, they picked 94 for us for some reason.
Cool.
Fayetteville State. I've seen Josh's. I've seen only one game of his film. It's fine. He's not a top 100 player.
You can't, and you also, again, this comes back to being dominant in your school. At Fayetteville State, you have to be a dominant player, a dominant athlete to be a top 100 pick. And that does not happen for some of these guys and him. I can't do that. So I would not be taking him.
Agreed. So we're not screwing around. We're taking Kobe Bryant. We're fixing that.
Yeah.
Done deal. By the way, folks, he will never stay that low. Go back real quick.
Yeah, just so we can see who was on the board just before the Chiefs, like right as the Chiefs picked. So you got Troy Anderson, even Cam Taylor-Britt. I would have taken over there.
I would have as well. Not a huge fan of Josh Jobe. I like Tyreek Smith, by the way, you guys. He is a power edge guy that doesn't have it all put together, but I do think he has a lot of upside. He's this year's Josh Kando, in my opinion.
Yeah.
But
I haven't gotten to see him yet.
That's a risk. Kyle Phillips. I love Kyle Phillips. He's the next,
I got to get to his tape still.
Little slot dude that just crushes. Renfro. You know what I mean? Like that style.
I get it.
Not overly fast, but he could do. The problem is now the Chiefs have Hardman and Juju, who I think is best in the slot, and we can't really go grab another slot,
No,
so we grab Kobe Bryant. We address the corner position. I know I'm dragging here, you guys, and I'm already at 30 minutes when I said I was going to be done. What else you guys got?
Of course, they took JoJo.
Well, let's go check that. Damone, went off the board.
Brandon Smith.
He should. Brandon Smith is there.
Is Brandon Smith.
Technically, we're in the 4th now, you guys. Technically, we're in the 4th. So let's not riot yet. But yes, we can still get that done. No, we're not doing multiple drafts tonight, Chris. I got one, and I got a family dinner that they probably already started without me. So I'm going to have to do that here in a minute. So we're going to take Brandon Smith, and we're going to address the linebacker spot. Yeah, at that range. I see people pumping him up into the second round, and I don't understand it. It's crazy. Now, I am tempted by this. Go up to 118 from and only give up a 7th. I am
Let's
so
see
about
how
this
the
right
board
now.
is.
You and always making sense.
Yeah, you got to see if there's someone to go up to get, man. Like if there's probably isn't a wide receiver on the board I want.
You're kind of picky. Wandale.
No, it's just
Shakir,
man.
Shakir, I love. He can play outside if he wants to. Alec Pierce, there's no way he's this low in reality, folks, but he can play outside.
Yes, there is. I have him as a.
You think
I have
he's
him as a
day 3?
I think he's a day 3 player. I do.
Wow. Okay.
Honestly,
I would need to watch more film.
I'd be looking at Zamir White, and I know there's some concerns about his injuries, but dude, he's good.
No, our guy has to still be here, right? If we're talking RB, we have to get our guy.
I don't think he is. I think he's off the board.
Seriously?
I have him as the RB3 in this class.
Do you really?
I do.
I don't think they do. No, he's still here.
Always there.
He's sitting at 137.
I'm taking it back. I'm taking it.
Yeah, I was going to say, you and I both agree about him. So
I literally have.
But Wandale's here. Shaquille is here. D'Angelo Malone is another 3-4 outside linebacker with upside. Speed rusher, not much power. Let's see. Watson. There's our guy Ford.
Man.
Yeah, is there anybody? I don't know if there's any reason to move up, to tell you the truth.
Think so.
Other than to get more picks. Maybe what I can do, though, is just take the 4ths out of it. We'll wait. And just I'll move up a couple of times. Yeah, I mean.
I think you should just do that now.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah, I'd be okay with that. Yeah. I don't really need 7th round picks.
Yeah, exactly. Like the idea is to make them go away. Let's see. There went Shakur.
And they just picked for us again.
Oh,
what is going on?
And I would not have picked Spencer Buford, folks. I'm just going to tell you that. Buford is a guy that I have honestly barely a draftable grade right now, and I have not watched his film yet. I fear it will get worse at that point.
So upset.
Yeah, that kind of sucks. And Brian Cook just went off the board too. He was kind of my layback kind of DB fallback position. Okay, well, we're coming up on another selection, which now will probably be our last. And so now,
at least somebody saved us from drafting Pierre Strong.
Right. Okay, so we do only have, this is our last pick of the evening, so let's make it count. So, Alex Wright, Dev Edge. Gunter, Dev Edge. Marquise Bell is a hard-hitting dude from Florida A&M that has had some issues off the field. But if you look past that, that dude can play.
Sounds like a Chief special.
It does, doesn't it? Let's see. Myron Tagovailoa, I kind of like him. He's not an exceptional athlete, but he goes a long way. Let's see here. Signing Tariq Cohen to a year deal. I would pass. I don't think you're going to get anything new out of him. Rybread, 2 robber defense vids still in the works. Yes, I just have to find the visuals. Nobody runs it a whole lot, so I've got a couple of little clips, and that's about it. Travis Jones is long gone, W. There's a couple of, like I said, there's these dev edge guys. We're going to look and try to fill out the wide receiver core as well.
Charleston Rambo is an interesting option.
I was wondering if
if we're looking at big receivers, he might not be the most let's just say athletic guy in terms of creating separation. But he'll bully ball. And I, for one, think that Patrick Mahomes might be into that a little bit.
Maybe. I hope so. I hope that Jody has converted him. And honestly, I don't think it's Patrick as much as it's Andy.
It's Andy. So, I know it's Andy. Yeah. If Patrick would be pulling the trigger on some of these deep balls down the field, I know he would.
Yeah.
There's your guy.
So my two guys, Jarrett Stearns is still here. Mighty Mouse in the slot, but he is a slot only guy, and they have 17 slots now.
And Jarrett Stearns is.
But Kevin Austin is an elite athlete that has some issues with playing his position.
Yeah.
with route running in particular.
Oh, the thing he has to do.
There's a game here and there where he drops the ball a lot. I understand why he was in the doghouse, but like this is a 6th round pick. This is where you take upside, even if that's all there is upside. So just pointing that out, not saying we need to do it.
I get it.
The same could be said of Alex Wright.
What about any defensive tackles?
DTs? Let's look. Neil Farrell.
Yeah.
Some people like LeBron Ray. I'm not terribly impressed, to tell you the truth. I like Noah Ellis, but I've only been able to get one like super small resolution film on him, and I can't see a thing. So I can't tell you if he's really good or not. But let's see. Devonte Price. I got to think he's long gone, but maybe I'm wrong.
Yeah.
Okay, so this is what I find ridiculous. Both Tyler Algier and Ty Chandler are both on this board still. At the end of the 6th.
So Chandler's, I mean, I would expect Chandler gone before Algier. I think Algier is just a bruiser.
Price is here. That seems to be a popular pick, folks. Hit us if you want to see Price. And I will look for
Ely's fun too.
Yeah. You can do a little bit of everything. Corbin's decent. Is Zion still down here? Zion's here. Okay. Zion's got to be the pick, right?
I was about to say, it's got to be Zion McCollum.
I mean, yeah. I'll tell you this, guys. In terms of the athletic matrix, Zion is CB1. He actually outscored L'Jarius Sneed.
Okay.
All in love now. You might as well.
That's the pick.
All right. There we go. Hey, Bill, I don't mean to disappoint you with Bell or Price. They were definitely in it, but Zion's too good. If he's still there in the 5th, I'll be surprised, to tell you.
Yeah.
Because he is much like, who were we talking about before that was the development? Tariq Woolen.
Oh, yeah.
He's more athletic, Tariq Woolen, and he's a better corner just right now. So
already. So just there.
It is what it is. So this is what we've done. Thank you guys for being here tonight. Like, sub, hit the bell if you are new. And if you are not, I definitely want to hear, not just in the live chat, but if you're watching this on replay, let us know your thoughts. Because this is what we did. We secured Boye Mafe.
Almost.
Well, yeah, very, very good point. The system picked 2 picks for us. So we guided it.
3 corners.
Boye Mafe, Lewis Singh, and then the machine picked Josh Williams for us. That would not have been our pick here. No. Honestly, I would have taken Zion there if I had to. If I thought he'd be gone.
Would have been a defensive tackle or a tight end, I think. If I'm being honest, that's what I would have gone there.
We come back with Kobe Bryant, who is a solid corner. He will not fall out of the top 100. I guarantee that. And agree with you, Bill. I don't think Zion falls. I think Zion could be a 4th rounder. I will say that because the school is very small. I mean, Sam Houston State is not even Houston or somebody, you know what I mean? Like, it's a long ways to go up there. But
before we go come back, a bad draft, remember that we didn't pick 2 of these guys.
Right. We did take Brandon Smith, though. That was our choice. And getting him at 109, I think, is a solid value. The machine skipped us again and took Spencer Burford, sorry. Would not have been my pick.
No.
They don't need another guard. I'll tell you that right now. And then we cleaned it up with Zion McCollum, and maybe that makes up for in the balance there at 202.
It's still upsetting because there's 2 spots on this board that would make this a very nice draft, but it looks awful because we have corner and then corner and then corner, and you have an offensive lineman that they don't need and wouldn't draft. So I know it looks tough, guys, but just try to remember we wouldn't have done this with the 3rd round pick or the 4th round pick, or the 5th round pick, whichever one it was. So
yeah, the 135, 94 and 135. Unfortunately, we're taking for us because the machine skipped us for some reason. Yeah, but I will say this: there is a possibility if there's 3 corners, especially 3 guys that are like 109 and down. I can see the Chiefs taking that many. Yeah, because right now I think you're only viable. I don't know that Bo Peep Keys is viable, you guys.
He's not even.
I hope he is. Did he sign elsewhere, or is he still on the practice squad?
He was a Colt last year.
Oh, good Lord. Okay, so he's gone. Yeah. So all 3 of your starters right now, Baker, Fenton, and Sneed, that's all you got.
Yeah, that's it.
So you could see 2 or even 3 in this draft. That is not out of the realm of possibility in any way. These 3 is not the 3 we would have taken.
Yeah.
But that is what it is. So we'll try this again next week, and I'll run one tomorrow night before the Q&A. and I'll show you guys that, and we'll answer the questions off of that as well. Does that sound good to everybody?
Yeah.
Chris, thank you for pointing that out. Yes, thank you, Bill. Appreciate you very much. I do the same thing, Nick. Like the fact that I haven't cussed tonight, at least I don't think I have.
Just give Ryan an applause, because that's something I can see him doing literally every time this happens.
If we hadn't been 3 picks into it, and 7 trade offers,
yeah,
I probably would have just started the dang thing over, is what I would have done. But it is what it is. So that's it, you guys. That'll be it for us tonight. We will start over tomorrow. Q&A tomorrow night. Every question you have will get answered. Thank you, everybody, for the super chat and for being here to support us. We appreciate you. Oh, and now Avery's going to be upset with me. Okay, fine. Do you still think he's worth the 94th pick? Because I'm not sleeping on him. I understand he has development potential. I just don't think he's a top 100 player.
Yeah,
he's a borderline 4th, 5th guy for me. That's the reason that I'm complaining. I'm sorry, Avery. Avery knows stuff, you guys, so let him be my counterpoint here. Okay, cool. So I will run that for tomorrow. Thank you, Aaron. Appreciate you minding the shot.
Very much. Thank you, Aaron.
I'm yelling at the machine. So hope you guys enjoy this. Enjoy your Sunday night. If anything breaks tonight, I'll give you a little bit of rundown. Go check out the Ajabo piece, because I think there is a scenario. I'm glad it didn't come up tonight. You might see him at 30, and then they're going to have a tough decision to make, in my opinion. Maybe Dan and I will debate that next time.
Maybe. Because I don't think it's tough.
Okay. All right. See, exactly. So we got something to look forward to. We will talk to you guys tomorrow night. Have a great Monday, and 6 Central tomorrow night. We'll talk to you then.